house is now getting full, and another unit that's one of the cabins had a hand problem. I was able to get them out of the cabin and have another unit. Yes. Crazy. That. But other than that, I mean, the weather's nice. It's actually, it's clearing up, but it's cool now. It's nice.
So what are you eating?
No, it's okay. Listen,
They're wrestling.
Probably that crocodile fighting something as he's got
But maybe the turtle's gonna eat it.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know.
See.
No. Mm-mm.
over the water, so if he gets out of your hands, he'll hit the water.
Гава, аллигатор поднимай.
Я. Я подниму. Гава. О.
They do bite. I mean, they're
Таня,
like little sticks, a lot of needles in your fingers. One time will kill them.
Here, Mom. It's body of
You ever think you'd be holding an alligator?
Car quick. Yeah. Well, it's so deep because they dug it out, right?
It's dug out, dug out. We used to put that road.
Yeah. Yeah. There's big fish in there. Big fish. Blast. Living out
First
here.
way to get around were canoes. Canoes are dug out, made out of cypress wood. The family would use the canoes to pull them around. After, by 1958 is when the airboats got introduced into the Everglades, and the people had airboats for transportation. What the men would do, the men would hunt. They'll sell the alligator skin, deer skin, raccoon skin, and that's how they made money. They saved up enough money, and by 1958, the people out here had their first airboat. This island right over here, if you notice right over here with the right or to our right, left-hand side where these high trees are, underneath that, that's all dry land, and it belonged to the medicine man. He was like a doctor for the people who lived out here. Whenever somebody was sick or they got bit by a snake, spider, alligator, any natural causes, they will come by here to visit them and take care of them.
So this water, how much does this water change in height?
All depends how much it rains. The lowest it can get is completely dry, and the deepest it can get is maybe 4
Does it
feet.
go completely dry?
It's happened 2 times. It happened in 2009, and it happened again last year, where it got completely dry.
Last year it went completely
last
dry.
year it got completely dry. That was the second time in my life I seen it get dry.
Whoa.
Before that, I wasn't born. The third to last time that this happened was in the 80s, mid 80s. I wasn't born yet, so I didn't get to see that. I just heard about it. When it got dry like that in 2009, some of the travel members, they told me the last time it got dry like that was like 1986, 1987. It got completely dry.
But so the
This
water
year-
can come up high though and go over that little bit of dry land, because that's not very high above the water.
That's about 3.5 feet above the water.
So it doesn't go that high
It
ever.
won't ever go over the water. The water will have to be at least 6 feet deep for it to go over the island. It's like impossible for it to get
Okay,
6 feet
right,
deep,
right.
because they got the floodgates open and all this water gets released into the ocean. As you see it, you can see little ripples in the water. The water's actually moving. The Everglades is a moving river. It starts in the center of Florida, comes in through the Everglades, and then it goes right out into the ocean. All this water moves about 1.7 miles per hour, travels in through the glades, and goes right out into the ocean. So that's what pretty much those floodgates and the rain is the two things that control the water depth.
Yeah, but if there's no floodgates at all,
When there wasn't any floodgates, the
Yeah.
water level was actually a lot more shallower than what it is today. Back when people were living out in the
Thank you,
Everglades, the water
Seals.
was only about 1 foot to 1.5 feet deep all year round. It was a natural flow all year round. The water would rain,
What?
come in through the glades, go out right into the ocean. It was just a natural flow. So the water wasn't deep at all. It was only about 1.5 foot deep all year round.
how firm is the bottom? Can you
Solid
walk on it?
limestone is about 10. The limestone goes about 10,000 feet deep into the earth. We're gonna go into the back of this island.
Dad! What?
На що?
But not that often because the babies aren't around anymore.
So if the weather is really hot or really cold, they're going to be all